Chinese troops have been squatting on our land for over a week now and are refusing to move back. That's not all. There's been another provocation over Indian airspace last weekend, and yet China claims there is no trespassing, while India shrugs it off, blaming it on the ambiguity of the perceptions of the line of actual control. The question is, how long can we continue to toe this cautious line?
For the past 10 days, a Chinese platoon of 30 soldiers has been camping 10 kilometers inside Indian territory from the actual line of control.
Almost 22,000 feet above the sea level, Times Now is the first to reach the closest to the India-China border. With tensions simmering and China intensifying troop movement along the Daulat Beg sector, the Indian Ministry of Defence does not rule out the possibility of sending an entire regiment to the line of actual control.
The tension in the Daulat Beg Oldie sector nowhere near resolution.
There seems to be no solution as India and China do not seem to agree on when the next border meeting will be. India has made it very clear that its cards are on the table. It expects China to do something now because the ball, as India says, is in China's court.
But Beijing continues to be in denial about the land and air intrusions from its side of the line of actual control.
最近我们确实看到了外媒有一些报道，其中所谓中国边防部队和军用的飞机、直升机越过中印边境地区实际控制线的。
In Delhi, many believe India's policy towards China is out of tune with reality.
Delhi is surrounded by a bunch of people who are pacifists, who are hanging on to tired dictums of non-alignment. This doesn't work. The world's moved on from Bandung.
But others believe India should not walk into a trap laid by the Chinese.
That we should not fall into the trap of the Chinese. The Sun Tzu teaching itself says, don't do what the enemy wants you to do. Do things what the enemy does not want you to do.
Yet one thing is absolutely clear. What China is doing is deliberate and mischievous.
As tension escalates between the two countries in the Daulat Beg sector, the moot question remains, will China continue to violate the Panchsheel Agreement, and will India remain a mute spectator to these continuous provocations? Reporting on ground from near the India-China border, this is Aditya Raj Kaul for Times Now.